Hi guys, and thank you for joining me. As the title says, I'm gonna make some clear cards today, and the first video that I saw of a clear card was by Jennifer McGuire, and she had these acetate cards by Hero Arts, and they were just lovely. I was amazed by the gorgeous effect that you get with clear cards, and I've always wanted to try it, but honestly I was a bit cheap on getting those acetate cards at that time. So while I was playing with my Minc machine these days, and I was foiling and laminating various stuff, I had this idea of trying to make my clear cards using the Minc machine and some laminating pouches. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I hope you will enjoy the process. So you don't need a Minc machine. A laminator will work just fine. So I'm just going to start my Minc, and we'll set it to the second heat setting. So when this will turn green, I will know that the machine is ready for laminating. Meanwhile, I'm going to prepare my laminating foil or sheet, and I have some pouches here that I got on Amazon, and these are by Fellows, and these are 80 micron pouches. They come in A4 size, and there are 100 sheets. My Minc here is a 6x6. It's not the big one, so I'm just gonna cut one of these A4 sheets, and I will be using my paper trimmer. It cuts like butter. So I'm gonna cut this to the length of my card, and I'm gonna do 14 and a tiny bit centimeters. I also have the pouch that comes with the Minc, but this is smaller than my paper here, so I'm just gonna be using some regular cardstock or paper, and I'm gonna cut this to the size of my pouch. And I have 2 sheets of paper, and I'm gonna sandwich my pouch in between, and now I can run it through my Minc. Okay, and here is my laminated pouch. It is all sturdy, as you can hear from the sound. One thing that I don't like is that my pouches have these watermark signs, as you can see them here, and I didn't know that they were coming like this. I actually don't know if there are pouches that don't have the watermark, but anyhow, just gonna work with this. Maybe you want to pay attention when you buy laminating pouches if there is specified about something about these watermarks. And I'm gonna fold my card now. And when you fold it, it seems like it wants to crack, but it won't crack. I also folded this backwards, and it still didn't crack. You see these waves that it's not smooth. Probably I should try another heat setting. I will experiment more. Okay, so I can now work on my card. I have here this stamp set by Clearly Besotted, and this is called In Stitches Christmas. And I also have the matching dies. So I'm just gonna cut this donkey here, and then I'm gonna stamping it. This stamp set here is so fun. You get to stamp various parts of these toys. I call them toys. You have the scarf in 2 patterns for the snowman and for the stocking also. It's very playful. And this is an older set of theirs. I've put a mat underneath just because this donkey stamp here is pretty big. I'm gonna be stamping my donkey with the Steel Blue by Simon Says, and this is my newest favorite blue ink. I would call this denim blue because it's the perfect denim color to me. Okay. Next I'm gonna stamp the belly with the Stone ink by Simon Says. And I'm gonna give him a red nose, and I have the Ladybug Memento ink. Okay. In this set there is also a stamp for the eyes. There are these two dots here. I'm not gonna use those. It's faster if I make them with my marker. And now my donkey here is ready. I also wanted to create some Christmas trees, and I have this set here by Technique Tuesday. I'm gonna be stamping this tree. Actually, I'm gonna stamp 3 of those. I will be stamping with the Jelly Bean, some green leaf, and the last one is Scuba. There's also this tree trunk here, and I'm gonna be stamping this one too. I don't know if I will be needing it. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly cut this out with my scissors. And my trunks. I left a small white border all around. I'm gonna put these aside, and I want to work on my sentiment. So I brought in my Misty, and that will help me position and stamp correctly the sentiment. I'm gonna use the magnet here to hold it in place. We'll be using the Holiday Wishes from the Big Scripty Holiday Greetings by Simon Says. I'm gonna first position this where I want. And for stamping on clear surfaces, probably the best ink is this one from StazOn, and this is the Cotton Candy. And this comes with a re-inker, and you need to re-ink this each time because it dries. So I'm just gonna put a bit of this ink. You also get this palette to spread the ink. I'm gonna be cleaning this out with the Ultra Clean by Hero Arts. Just gonna spray a bit. And I'm gonna give this a second to dry so that I don't smear it by mistake. If it happens to smear it, you can clean it out with some alcohol, and then you can restamp it. I'm just gonna put a bit of washi and tape this down because it opens and I cannot work. So I was planning to have my trees coming like this. It's frustrating because they all move. Just gonna make some dots with a white gel pen. I don't know if this writes. I just want to know where to put my trees down. Okay, and I'm gonna be taping this down with a bit of adhesive tape. And now for my donkey, I'm gonna be using a bit of adhesive foam. So now that I have all adhered down, I'm going to be adding a bit of shimmer onto my trees here. And I'm using the Minc of Stella in clear. And just to make this card a bit more festive, I'm going to be adding some rhinestones. I'm going to place them onto my trees. The inside is pretty ugly, and you can see all the adhesive on the back. So what I'm gonna do, and I saw this made by Jennifer, of course, I'm gonna take the same die cuts and adhere those down on the back. Okay, so I have all that adhesive covered, and that's it. That finishes my card. Also, another thing that I'm going to be doing with these clear pouches, I'm going to laminate them, and I'm going to create my transparencies for my shaker cards, because I've was always searching for packagings and stuff like that to cut them out, but now I'm just gonna do a bunch of these and have them ready for my shaker cards. So I hope this was inspiring. I hope you can give this technique a try. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.